You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 76 degrees right now, going up to a high of 85. It is a little cloudy though, so I'm wondering if do we have a chance of rain or is the morning just starting off cloudy? But it is a little bit cloudy, but it's, the weather, the temperature is amazing. So beautiful day. It's also Wednesday, baby, hump day, May the 21st. May 22nd, hump day. You have made it to the middle. It is the middle. You are almost there. It is almost time for the weekend to kick in for you. Hold on. It's coming. That day is coming. So hold your horses, baby. Hold your horses. Hey, listen, the results are in, man. The results are in. The results are in from the election last night. We had our primary election here in Gwinnett County last night, and we have our results. Some of the results was a little bit surprising to me. I'm not gonna even front. I was a little surprised about some of them. I think the one that I was the most surprised about, maybe I shouldn't have been, was the Superior Court judge race. There were three contenders in that race: Tawanda Rush Williams, B.T. Parker, and Regina Matthews. And Regina Matthews, she took it. And I was a little bit surprised because I don't know. I felt like BT was out in the community so much forever. Like she's been out there. She's not just out there doing election cycle. She's out there all the time. So I'm figuring, in my mind, there are people, she had more brand recognition. But then I thought about it this morning when I got the results. I was like, okay, but Regina is a judge already. And she has been in the courtroom for years. And there are people who have come through her courtroom who knew who she was. So she had a bigger brand. So Tawanda, who has been in state government, as in state law, she's been working for the government. She actually, so when I listened to her background, it's like, okay, she has a strong background because she was on the show. And so was BT. She has a strong background. But Regina, I guess she had more face recognition because people actually had gone through the courtroom and seen. That's the only thing I could think of because I didn't see a lot of campaign signs for anybody anywhere. And I kept saying, well, where are the signs? Because I didn't see them. I didn't see signs pop up until the day of the election. Then they were everywhere. They were piled up in corners. I was in Peachtree Corners a couple of days before the election. And when I tell you it was a corner in Peachtree Corners, it was just signs. It had to be 100 signs. I was like, okay, so who's actually going to stop to look at this? You can't even make out who people are. First of all, I'm thinking about who in the world, who in the world, actually, said, hey, we're going to put these campaigns, like we're going to do these signs like this all jumbled up together. Anyway, I can go on for days about that. But yeah, I want to talk about the results. That was one that was a little bit of shocker thing. Some of them weren't shockers. Some of them were not shockers. I wasn't surprised at all. But some of them were. So let's run down this list of who won what and what's next. Okay, so for the Gwinnett County Commission seat for chair, Nicole Love Henderson, who was an incumbent, was running against Donna McLeod, who was a former state representative. Nicole won it by 71%, so she got 28,927 votes, and Donna got 11,583 votes. Now, Nicole has won the primary, but she has to go on into the fall to run against her Republican counterpart in the general. So she won the primary against Donna. Now she will advance to the general election in November. For Gwinnett County Commission District 3, you got John Sabick, he won. Is that right? Wait a minute. Am I reading this right? Let me look at that. I don't know if I'm reading that right. I'm not sure. Hold on, y'all. Let me see here. I got to make sure I'm reading this right because that don't look right to me. No, that doesn't look right. I'm missing something. Give me a second. Let me look through my stuff. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Something missing. Yeah, Something is missing out of my notes here. Because that's wrong right there. Let me go to the big board. I got notes everywhere, y'all. I got notes everywhere because I knew I was going to be talking about this today, so there's notes everywhere. All right, let's go back up to the top because I'm like, something ain't right there. Something is wrong on my list. All right, so, okay, I got it. All right. I was like, what in the heck is going on here? Yeah, there was something missing in my notes, and I got to go back and put it in. So anyway, so Nicole won the primary for commissioner chair, and then for Gwinnett, she has a Republican running against her in the general election. His name is John Sabick. He's running for chair also. He beat out Justice Wagee. He had 17,004 votes, and Justin had 9,017 votes. In District 3, commissioner for District 3, Jasper Watkins, who was an incumbent, ran against Marcus Cole, and Jasper got 7,171 votes, 56% of the vote, while Marcus got 5,527 votes, 44% of the vote. So Jasper, who's an incumbent, was victorious in his spot. Now, this was also, to me, this wasn't a shocker. Like, I just didn't see it happening. So this was not a shocker to me. People have asked me, who do you think is going to win? And I was like, yeah, I had my idea. And here's why I had my idea, right? So this is for Gwinnett County Sheriff. So Kebo Taylor, who is the current sitting sheriff, was running for re-election. He was running against Curtis Clemens, who had been a sheriff before, I think a sheriff deputy before, Brian Whiteside, who had been the solicitor general, and I don't know who Joseph Mark is. But in my mind, when Kebo won the first time, I think I've seen him out all the time in the community. Like and I say this all the time, his team, his communications team, when I tell you they're on the top of their games all the time. So when things are happening, now let me say this, they put out the good news. I'm not saying they put out all news, but they put out a lot of good news about the sheriff department. And when I'm doing the news story on Good Morning Gwinnett, you hear me talk about a lot of sheriff stories because his department, or whoever's over his department in communications, they do a great job of putting news out. Now, do I do a great job of putting out bad news? Probably not, because nobody wants to put out bad news, not even me. But when it comes to identifying and recognizing and all that stuff, his team has done a really good job in that. So when people ask me, did I think he was going to win? I was like, yeah, I do. And the reason was because he is very visible. You know, people have to see you. You know, I thought BT was going to win it because she's very visible. She's everywhere. Every time I'm somewhere, she pops up there. You know, it's not like we call on phones like, hey, I'm going to be there. It's just like she's just everywhere. So I thought for sure people would say, you know what, I want her to represent us, but that didn't happen. In Kebo Taylor's case, it did happen. He won the election by, he got 23,605 votes, which is 68% of the votes. Curtis Clemens got 5,487 votes. Brian Whiteside got 2,999 votes. And Joseph Mark got 2,638 votes. So even with all of them together, nobody would have won. Kebo still would have had it. Even if they had put all their votes together, nobody would have won. So that didn't shock me. I wasn't shocked about that one because I felt like I really felt like he was going to win it. You know, and that's because I always see him somewhere doing something. Now he has a contender in November. His contender will be Mike Baker. He's a Republican. He's running for sheriff, so he has a contender. He won that race over Baron Reinhold. So Mike got 15,149 votes, and Baron got 10,943 votes. So there you have it with that. And then we get on down here to the tax commissioner, Denise Mitchell. She replaced Tiffany when she passed away. Tiffany Porter, who passed away, she had just gotten into that position and she passed away from breast cancer. And Denise Mitchell was the one who took her place, and she was up for a re-election and she was an incumbent. So she won that election over Philip Bonton III. She got 30,171 votes, and Philip got 6,863 votes. So yeah. So I'm going to go to a song and I'm going to keep it going because I got another shocker. I'm gonna say it. I got another shocker for y'all. It was a shock to me. It wasn't a shock to most people. Well, I don't know, because it was I don't know, was it a shocker? Oh, I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. But I'm gonna go to my song. So my song today is called Doubt Chaser. And it's one of my songs that I made. Yes, Doubt Chaser. I'm playing two of my songs today. But the first one is called Doubt Chaser. Let me know what you think about it. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the election results from 2024 primaries here in Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Started from the bottom, now we're climbing up the peak. Every setback is a setup for a greater league. They said we couldn't make it, but we never quit. Eyes on the prize, yeah, we too legit to quit. Doubt in my mind, try to keep me in chains, but I broke free. Now I'm dancing in the rain. Every challenge faced made me stronger, no doubt. From the shadows to the light, now I'm standing proud. Crushers, we don't back down. Turning tremors to the light, now I'm standing proud. Started from the bottom, now we climbing up the peak. Every setback is a setup for a greater league. They said we couldn't make it, but we never quit. Eyes on the prize, yeah, we too legit to quit. Doubt in my mind, trying to keep me in chains, but I broke free. Now I'm dancing in the rain. Every challenge faced, made me stronger, no doubt. Yeah, know what it is. Crushing down, lifting up, ain't no stopping us now, let's go. We the doubt crushers, we don't back down. Turning dreams into gold, we wear the crown. Rise above the fear, break new ground. In this life, we the kings and queens renowned.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily results from the Gwinnett County elections yesterday, the primaries. Yes. So here, let's continue. So we talked about already, we stopped at the tax commissioner. Also, for the Board of Education for District 1, Karen Watkins, who was an incumbent, I think she's going into a runoff. Rachel Stone had 5,036 votes. Leroy Ronell had 44,605 votes, and Karen had 6,946 votes. You have to have at least, I think, 50 or 51% of the vote to actually win it. So if you don't have that, you're going to go into a runoff. So she has 42%. People hate runoffs, and the reason they hate runoffs because you can win. Now she has the bigger numbers in the votes right now. You would think that would be all it took, right? I got the most votes. I got 6,946, and everybody else has less. Doesn't work like that. You have to have the most vote, and you have to have the biggest percentage. So I think it's 51%. I think it's 51%. Anyway, they're still counting some votes though. Some votes are still out. They're still counting. Also, Gwinnett County Board of Education District 3. They had 4 people running in that race. No, they had 5 people running in that race. You're talking about crowded races. These races were nuts. They had 5 people running for the Board of the Gwinnett County Board of Education for District 3-5. You had Steve Gasper. He actually has 5,553 votes. He's going to go into a runoff. Shana White, she had 3,280 votes. She had 21%. Steve had 36%. I got to find out what happens if you got 3 people that's really close. Dominique Cooper, 3,087 votes. She had 20%. And then you got Yannin Cortez, 2,478 votes, 16%. And Anthony Mulkey, 981 votes, 6%. Now, I'm looking at Steve, Shana, and Dominique. Is it going to be a runoff between... It must be going to be a runoff between... I don't know. I have to talk to my friend. He knows all this stuff. Is it going to be a runoff between Steve and Shana or Steve, Shana, and Dominique? I don't know yet, but it was 5 people in that race. So you see how they split the votes right down the line. The races were a little crowded. Therese Johnson, who's an incumbent, she took it home. Theresa Johnson Morgan, she took it home with 54%. She had 2,764 votes for Gwinnett County Board of Education for District 5. She ran against Patrina King, who had 1,253 votes. And then Jacqueline, Ebenezer Gold, she had 1,143 votes. On the state court side, Sean Bratton had 46,376 votes, took 73% of the votes, and Ramona, I can't even say her name, Sakahanaka, she had 17,405 votes. Now, let's go back to the big dog of the big dog right here. 3 people in this race. Gwinnett County District Attorney, 3 people. And people was asking questions. Do you think Patsy Austin Gatson, who is the incumbent, is going to win? Some folks said no. They thought Andrea Allaby was going to win it. Darryl Mans, who was Patsy's right-hand man in her office, I don't know, they had a falling out. Then he decided to run against her. But this was an interesting one because I feel like if Darryl had not been in there, this would be a runoff situation. Maybe. I'm just saying maybe. Could have been, might have been. I don't know. But Patsy Austin Gaston is the, I don't know. They still counting votes. It say 79% in. So they still got 21% of their votes left to come in. But they're saying that she's the winner. She's reelected as the district attorney for Gwinnett County with 18,663 votes. Andrea Allaby had 11,251 votes, and Darryl Mann had 4,844 votes. So, this is pretty interesting. So, and I was like, when I got the message, that was like late last night, like Patsy won. I'm like, oh, but I don't know. I didn't think she was not going to win. I kind of felt like she was, but there were other people who didn't think she was going to win. They was like, she's not going to win. I, on the other hand, thought she was going to win. She's so, people like her, and she had, there were some people who would say, oh, she doesn't have experience. She let people go. Let me tell you, that campaign, they were hitting hard, baby. When I tell you hitting hard, I got a flyer in the mail. I'm like, oh my God. So someone had taken a picture of the flyer and sent it to me like a few days before. And I got the flyer like the next, I mean, it was, I thought it was devastating. I thought it was, the flyer was bad. I was like, ooh, this is a bad, and it was against Patsy. But then some news came out about Andrea, and I'm like, whoa, they were hitting hard. For Gwinnett District Attorney, oh, baby, they were hitting hard for that one. I was like, ooh, they fighting over there. Like, you ain't see a lot of hard hitting in the other ones. Like, it was kind of, in the DA's office, in that DA election, they were hitting hard. I was like, ooh, I saw like mug shots and slaving. Oh my God, it was, ooh, they were hitting hard. There were people coming out of woodworks and they were being fired. They got fired for certain reasons. So that's why a lot of people thought Patsy was going to lose, because she had, Darryl was her right-hand man who turned, and was running against her. Andrea, who was a newcomer, she's probably in law enforcement anyway, but, she had a strong team of people behind her, and some of them were in position already inside of Gwinnett County, and I think they were pushing, but at the end Patsy prevailed. So she is still the sitting district attorney for Gwinnett County. Yes. Now let's get on over here to Mulberry. Okay, this is funny. So they're trying to do the city of Mulberry Incorporation. They're trying to start a new city in Gwinnett County, and they're calling it Mulberry. Which I thought that was such a funny name. Why would you name the city Mulberry? It sounds very country. Let me say that. But what was funny about that, I said to my friend, I was like, I'm moving to Mulberry. And I said it jokingly, but I just feel like the name, I don't know, it just says something. Anyway, they voted yes to make city of Mulberry a city. So we're going to have a city in Gwinnett County called Mulberry. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think it's on the other side of Decula. Yeah, so Decula, Brazelton, I think is in that area. That's going to be pretty interesting too. Because I feel like Mulberry is not going to be what people think it's going to be. The name said, when I hear the name, there's a vision that comes to my head that's not really a cool vision. But I feel like that could totally be upset. Yeah, that could be a total upset. The city of Mulberry. I feel like it could, because it's going to be a brand new city. Yeah, you could do stuff like that. You could just create cities. If the people say they want a new city, they get a new city. Yep, that's what it could be. Anyway, the election yesterday was, it was something else. Now we got to see in November who's going to be the winner between for the chairwoman's position for Gwinnett County, because she does have a Republican contender running against her, and so does Kibo Sheriff Taylor. He has a contender running against him in November as well for the sheriff department. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But this whole election cycle is going to be interesting. You know, as much as I don't like talking about election on this show, politics on this show, there are certain politics that I do have to talk about, and this happened to be it. So that's where we are right now. We are there. That's what we are. Those are our results for the 2024 primary elections for Gwinnett County. All right, listen, for y'all want to go back and take a look at the website, I got to go back and change something because something is off. I feel like they messed it up some kind of way. Like they left out, I did a chart and my chart is kind of messed up and I got to fix it, but I'll fix the chart. But if you want to know more about the chart, go back and take a look at the chart. All right, it's going to be on the the Good Morning Gwinnett website, goodmorninggwinnett.com. Hey, what you doing tonight? If you're not doing anything, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce is hosting It's Time Out. We're going to be at Sam's as always, having a great dinner and great conversations. We invite you to come out. This is a free event. All you have to do is show up. If you want to eat, that choice is yours. Food is not included. It's at your own expense. However, the conversations are free. They are free, free 99, free. And we have a nice time. We have great food. We sit and we talk about business, and we just chop it up together. It's a good time for all of us. So you are invited. Men are definitely welcome. I know sometimes I get the question, can men come? Because it's the Gwinnett Women's Chamber event. Men can definitely come. You don't have to not come, because you can come. Men can come to all of our events. It is a women's chamber, but here's the thing: we do business with men. We have men that support us, so men are always welcome. The chamber is just a women's chamber. So if you're not doing anything tonight, 6 p.m. we'll be at Sam's on Main over in Grayson. We're going to, listen, if you like hummus, Sam's has the best hummus ever. Let me say that again. Sam's on Main, they have the best hummus ever. So if you like hummus, come through. Now, they got some shrimp too called knockout shrimp, delicious. They got the flatbread, everything is delicious. So whatever you're possibly thinking about that you might want to eat tonight, I know you're getting hungry, right? Come through. You might make a business connection while you're there. Come through. All right, I'm going to go to my last song, and I'll be back after that song to give you my word of inspiration for today. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
The fire in my soul, a dream I can't ignore. Gonna step out in this world to be something more. No more standing still, it's time to take a leap. Gotta chase my destiny, it's mine to keep. Gonna break the mold, gonna shine so bright. Gonna stand tall, gonna reach new heights. Can't let fear and doubt hold me down no more. Gotta spread my wings, gotta soar. Every step I take, closer to my dream. Gonna ride this wave, gonna follow the streams. Through the ups and the downs, gonna stay strong. Won't let negativity distract me for long. Gonna break the mold, gonna shine so bright. Gonna stand tall, gonna reach new heights. Yeah, let fear and doubt hold me down no more. Gotta spread my wings, gotta soar. Every step I take, closer to my dream. Gonna ride this wave, gonna follow the streams. Through the ups and the downs, gonna stay strong. Won't let negativity distract me for long, craving something that I can't define. A restless hunger deep inside, lost in shadows of my own mind, begging for release. I'm trapped in time, tangled thoughts, twisted desires, burning fire that never dies, searching for meaning in this chaos. But all I find are shattered dreams, a loss. Haunted by demons I can't escape. In the darkness, I can't find my shape, clawing my way through this endless abyss. Gonna break the mold, gonna shine so bright, gonna stand tall, gonna reach new heights. Can't let fear and doubt hold me down no more. Gotta spread my wings, gotta soar. Gotta break the mold, gonna shine so bright, gonna stand tall, gonna reach new heights. Can't let fear and doubt hold me down no more. Gotta spread my wings, gotta soar.
Welcome back, welcome back. One of my favorite songs that I've made. I love that song. I love the beat. I love the melody. I love that song. That's one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites. Even though my Doubt Crusher, that was a favorite too, but I have to edit that again because it didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but I had to finish it off. So I was like, I'm tired. I'll get it done. I'm gonna go back and change it. So listen, I gotta go, but before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration for the day. Here goes. It says, crush your doubt by believing in your potential. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Trust yourself, push forward, and remember, your dreams are within reach if you have the courage to pursue them. Ooh, that was a mouthful, but I'm going to say it again. Crush your doubt by believing in your potential. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Trust yourself, push forward, and remember, your dreams are within reach if you have the courage to pursue them. Audrey Bell Kearney said that, and she was right. Listen, guys, you can crush your doubt. I know. Somebody asks me something every day about something, and sometimes I doubt myself. But then I have to realize if it's something I want, I have to crush the doubt. I have to crush the doubt and move forward if it's something I truly want. If I have the courage to pursue it. I'm at a crossroads right now about something that I don't know if I want it. I don't know, and I don't know why I don't want it. But I don't know if I do want it either. So I'm at a crossroad. I'm not doubting. I have to just make sure it's something that I want. So when I figure out whether or not I want it, if I want it, guess what? I will crush my doubt. I always do when it's something I really want. And you do the same. Hey, by the way, check out the GwinnettMorningspark.com. If you want to be inspired every morning about 6 a.m., 6:03, subscribe to the Gwinnett Morning Spark newsletter. It comes out every morning with these amazing songs that I create, amazing messages that I create, stories about Gwinnett County, what's happening around town. Check it out. You can subscribe. It's going to come straight to your inbox, your email inbox. You never miss an issue because it goes straight to your inbox. So subscribe to the newsletter. All right. All right, y'all. That's all I got for you today. It's hump day. You don't have long. You made it to the middle. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Remember, do me a favor. Subscribe to the show. If you follow me anywhere, if you are not following me, connect with me on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. All of those places you can find me. YouTube, Good Morning Gwinnett. LinkedIn, Good Morning Gwinnett. Facebook, Good Morning Gwinnett. And Instagram, Good Morning Gwinnett. Connect with me. Holla at your girl. That's a lot, right? I know. Connect with me anyway. I don't have one on TikTok. I do have one on all those other platforms, but not TikTok. So connect with me on those platforms. I'll be happy to connect back and follow you back. You guys stay safe out there. Have a beautiful day. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Until next time, my friends. Until next time. Make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.